Hello, friends. All right. Making sure my straps don't come undone. That'd be funny. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave my shopping link right here in the comments. And then this is where you can find all the makeup and all the tools and all the fun stuff. All right, pinned. And then we'll get started. All right, so I think I'm going to do like dewy coverage today. Dewy coverage. But when you pop on and say hi, let me know what state you're in. I always love like seeing how far these tutorials kind of reach. So let me know what state you're in. I wonder if we can get all 50 states. You think we could do that? I'm in California, so there's one. Ooh, we got Australia in the house. Very cool. Continent, should we go for continents? And so I put in the caption of this that the days are running out on this month's deal. So if you guys haven't seen yet, in the March special is the biggest deal I've ever seen Unique do. It's 30% savings. That's like what I personally get for like working with the company for 5 years. So I'm like blown away. Not only that you can get that much of a savings, but two, it's on my favorite products. So you, in this bundle, you get any setting products, you get any foundation, you get any concealer, you can upgrade and do any pressed powder. What else? You get a brush, you get the primer. Where's the primer at? Where's the primer at? You got all of this stuff, you guys, in that bundle. So really good deal. So I definitely don't want you guys to miss out on that. A few people were asking me the other day, they're like, well, what's next month's bundle? I promise you, this month's bundle is best. So, and I was also telling you guys too that there's no cap. Like if you're wanting to get like your summer shade, your winter shade, you can get as many of those bundles as you're wanting to. Now, if you want to be color matched, or if you're not sure what color you are in the foundation, you're not sure what color you are in the concealer, pressed powder, whatever, just comment color match in the comments and I will private message you. I'm like 24 hours behind on my emails. So if you emailed me on Saturday night or Sunday, I will be answering those today. So yes. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. On my skin right now, I have on 3 products. I have on my Mattifying face primer. I have on my setting spray. And I also, do I have it in here still? I have my eye cream, which is in my bathroom. So what I always do with my pre-makeup routine. Awesome. Hi, Emerald and Ivy. Very cool. So with my pre-makeup routine, so I wash my face in the morning. I apply my eye cream on my under eyes, like on top of my eyelids. This is going to like depuff your under eyes. So if you have a lot of fine lines, a lot of wrinkles, dark circles, just a lot of like puffiness around your eyes, that eye cream is heaven on earth. It is so good. So after I've let that sit for a few minutes, then I go in with my setting spray. I spray this all over my face and I'll let it dry. So why I do this first is I really love the way that this sets my skin. So instead of feeling like slick from just a primer or something like that, this is gonna like give my skin that like, I don't know, it almost feels like a coat is on it. Like just a really nice kind of layer that's over it. So then I go in with my mattifying face primer. This is hands down my favorite primer I've ever used because it's mattifying without being drying. So a lot of people are like, oh, I have dry skin. Should I be using the mattifying primer? Yes, you can, because it has no silicone in it. It's not going to dry out your skin or accentuate those fine lines and wrinkles. In fact, it has ingredients in it that help to blur fine lines and wrinkles. Yes, please. So I do about a pea-sized amount of that. I apply it all over my face and I kind of like press it wherever I have like a lot of lines or like any fine lines that form. So went ahead and went in with the mattifying face primer all over and then spray with your setting spray one last time. So like I had said about it setting my skin, spraying it again is going to set the primer. So setting spray, primer, setting spray, you will thank me later, I promise you. Okay, so that's what I have on my face right now. And now I'm going to go in with my stick foundation. I'm trying to think, should I do? Okay, this is what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to go in and apply the stick foundation in the shade Lace all over. And I'm only going to do one side of my face because I want to show you guys how cool of coverage this is. So first off, you can apply this with the kabuki brush and or the blending bud. I personally like to go in straight with the blending bud, but the Kabuki brush is on sale in the March special. So if you got it and you're wanting to use it, which yeah, I'd want to use it too, you can use it to blend in your stick foundation. You could use it for your spray foundation. And like I said, in that March special, it's any foundation. You can get the spray, the powder, the BB cream, the stick, the liquid. Literally sky's the limit with that deal. And I cannot believe they're doing that because the spray foundation is actually $42, not $39 like the other ones. So you're actually even saving more than 30% if you get the spray foundation. Fun fact. I actually figured that out the other day when I was doing the math. I was like, wait a second. That is way more than 30%. All right, so I'm going in with the blending bud and we're just bouncing this off our skin. And you guys, this is like the fastest coverage ever. Like boom, done, easy. But I only did one side of my face for a reason, because I want to show you guys how incredible and just overall really, really soft this coverage is. Give me a little thumbs up or a heart emoji if you guys see that amazing difference in the stick foundation, you guys. So good. You can put foundation over your lips if you're wanting to. Yes, Michelle. What's the next shade up from Taffeta? The shade Satin. Perfect, Alyssa. I will message you back about upness. But give me a little thumbs up or a heart emoji if you see how incredible that just takes away the redness. Just evens out your skin without like hiding your skin. It doesn't feel like I have a mask on. It doesn't feel like it's super, super heavy. And it's completely buildable, meaning you can just add more to it if you're wanting to. So I'm going to go ahead and add like a little bit more. Just like so. And again, the blending buds are so clutch when it comes with this foundation because it's just going to compress it down into place versus like smooshing it around your skin. And it just overall gives you like the most beautiful and soft coverage. Again, comment color match in the comments if you're wanting to be color matched. Is the stick better than the spray for mature skin? The stick is going to be more hydrating. So yes-ish, but if you're not like super, super dry, you can use the spray as well. Okay, so I went ahead and went in with my concealer in the shade Organza, and now I'm going to show you guys how this really bumps up the coverage as well. So we're going to go in and just apply this on our eye area, but I always will kind of go up and around the eye and really just kind of fine tune this, because this is going to really brighten up our eye area and just give it an overall just really soft appearance. So there you have full coverage on one side and not the other, you guys. Like, holy cannoli, thumbs up if you see how drastic of coverage. Like, how amazing is that? And that was just these two products that provided all of that coverage. Stick foundation in the shade Lace and the shade Organza in our concealer. Amazing, right? Comment color match in the comments if you guys need to be color matched. All right, so now we're going to catch this side up to speed. So we're going to apply this all over just like this. And like I said, if you are loving and using your products, stock up on it, because honestly, 30% savings, it's amazing. So make sure to take advantage of that before it's too late, which again, this deal only goes until the last day of the month. So I do not want you guys to be bummed out that you missed it and you were wanting to get it and you just didn't get around to ordering. So make sure to place your order today on RheaHopeBeauty.com is my website. So again, you'll go right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then that's where you can find all of the makeup and the tools and everything I'm using. And yes, the blending buds are damp, so you want to wring them underneath water until no water falls from them, then they're ready to use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more like we did on the other side. And then I'm going to show you guys this difference. Okay, blending bud, bounce, bounce, bounce. And what's cool too is you get two of them when you buy these. You get the large and the small, so it's perfect for getting that concealer and foundation really smooth coverage. I always say this too. My mom is in her late 50s and she loves these blending buds because, I quote, they make my makeup look so smooth. Yes. So again, if you struggle with having a lot of fine lines and wrinkles and just a lot of disconnect with your makeup, definitely grab the blending buds. Okay, so here I'm going to stop for a second because I want to show you guys this difference. Again, I'm going to ask you to hit the little thumbs up button if you see the difference on this coverage. So on this side, I just have I just have foundation and lace. And on this side, I have foundation and concealer. Do you see that difference? How amazing, you guys. Look at my under eyes. Like so much softer, so much fuller coverage, so much brighter compared to this side. See how like heavy set and like it almost looks like my under eyes go back versus that side. That looks like it totally pops forward and it isn't so sunken in. Isn't that crazy? A little bit of concealer, you guys. I'm telling you, this concealer's the bomb. Also, the other really cool part about this concealer is it has caffeine infused in it like the eye cream. So it's going to firm up and like help you with a lot of that loss of elasticity on your under eye area. And the other amazing part about this concealer is it's super, not like thin, like that doesn't like describe it how I want it to, but it's kind of like if you've ever used Shape Tape. It's like Shape Tape as far as texture and feel, but better coverage. And it has that caffeine infused in it as well. So good. And again, applied with the blending bud, just bounce, bounce, bounce around your under eye, and then we're ready to go. So now if you have more drier skin, you can go straight into your pressed powder. If you have more oily skin, you'll want to do what I'm doing, using the setting powder in those oily areas. Otherwise, you could just go straight in with your pressed powder. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and contour really fast. This is the same product, the stick foundation, but this is in a shade Chenille, which is a little bit darker of a color. And this is going to be the perfect contour product if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles around your cheeks. So if you struggle with getting that contour to look really soft on your complexion, say you're like, oh, I'm doing it with the powder and it just accentuates my fine lines, doing it with the cream or with the stick foundation is really, really soft and really, really pretty. I'll show you guys the difference right here. Just simply gives your cheeks that really nice warmth. Another reason that I like doing it with this is because you can flip that around and fix it and kind of like make it look even softer on your skin. See that? It's not very intense, not very dark. I'm going to darken it because I love a good contour, but it's very, very soft. So it doesn't feel like I have any makeup on, which is one of my favorite parts about this makeup. And again, it all depends on what your preference is. So Erica up here saying it looks like she has too much makeup on. If you don't want makeup on, don't put makeup on. If you want more softer coverage, BB Flawless. If you want even softer coverage than that, pressed powder by itself. I can help you achieve any type of makeup look that you're wanting to. So if you're wanting a more natural coverage where it doesn't look like you have any makeup on, I can help you figure out what products are best for that. I feel like that's a very common misconception with makeup. People see makeup and they're like, oh, that's too much. I just don't feel beautiful because I can't figure out how to wear makeup without making it look like I'm wearing makeup. There's makeup for that. So anything that you're wanting to achieve, we can help you with. Plus, it's really rad because there's a love it guarantee. It's all right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Now I'm going to spritz my blending bud with this, and I'm going to take my Touch Bold setting powder. I'm going to use this product to set. So what this does, it's going to kind of draw out the natural oils of my skin and basically trap them. So it helps with preventing any creasing. It helps to absorb, like I said, any of that oil. So for me, for example, if I were to do this throughout the day as my oiliness gets worse, this is really going to be helpful on absorbing that. So instead of my makeup like looking shiny, greasy, or coming off altogether. So if that's you, if you're like, I put it on and then I don't look like I have any makeup on in an hour. So if that sounds like you, then setting powder would be a really great product. There's also another type of setting powder that we just came out with, and it's called the Prime to Set, which is right here. So this is going to be the best if you have dry skin because it has a water releasing technology in it. So when it hits your skin, it releases into this technology that hydrates the foundation as opposed to drying it out like the other setting powder would. So you guys are so funny. You guys are my people. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just sweep away any of the excess. So like I had said, oily skin, setting powder. Non-oily skin, pretend you didn't see any of that, and you're gonna go straight in with your pressed powder. So we're gonna go with the pressed powder in the shade Taffeta, and then this is going to be the perfect coverage for one, if you're wanting to wear it all by itself, and two, this is going to be really great for, again, doing the same thing that the setting powder did, but providing a little coverage along with it. So we're going to use the big kabuki brush to apply this, and I'm going to bounce this all over my face, kind of avoiding the contoured area that I've already done a little bit. And this is going to not only set our skin, which again, it's going to absorb any of that oil, or say you're working in the kitchen and all that like steam or whatever, or say you live somewhere where it's really humid, all of the above situations, this is super helpful for. The other cool part about the pressed powder, so this is brand new by Unique, and what's really cool about this is it has shea butter, vitamin E infused in it. So if you know anything about shea butter, that is so hydrating. It's basically lotion. So shea butter, vitamin E, and it also has an ingredient of anti-aging in it. So it's actually helping you to age backwards. Yes, I'll always take some of that. So if you have been avoiding pressed powder like the plague because you have dry skin or you have more mature skin, grab that pressed powder. It is solid. It is so, so good. You guys are so funny. So that pressed powder is also available in the March special, but you'll see a little pop-up when it first comes and it says, do you want to upgrade? Yes, upgrade. Because for $54, you get 2 full-size products for that, as opposed to paying $112. So, like I said, so, so good at saving all the moolah this month. All right, so now we're going to use our pressed powder in the shade Chenille. So I'm going to take it on the tapered blusher brush and go from the top of the T to the corner of the mouth. And I'm going to very lightly swirl over this. Normally I kind of contour the whole part of it, but we're just going to give that area a little bit of warmth. And around the other side. And this is just kind of setting that without losing any of that warmth. So this is the exact same product that I was using for all over. I use the shade Taffeta for everywhere. And now I'm using the shade Chenille for the contour. So if you're looking for like the perfect contour brush, this is it. It's called the Tapered Blusher Brush. It's the perfect amount of tapered. It's a perfect amount of floof. It's the best for contouring. When I struggle with it, a lot of the contouring issues that I come across is that the brush is too big, so my contour looks too much and it looks a little beardy. So I like that this one sits right in that hollow. It just makes my life easier. So always, you could tap it off, you could blow. These will all be little tricks that you can do to lessen the amount of product that's on top of the brush. And then squeeze, we'll run down the sides of the nose, underneath, like that, just like so. Now we have that really nice warmth, and it almost makes our makeup look like it matches even better, because when you do put on foundation and concealer, you lose that natural glow that you normally have, that skin look, you know, the human glow. So without doing like a contour or a little bit of blush, you're going to lose that and you'll look a little ghostly, maybe a little washed out, maybe a little fake. So putting these products on, like the contour and the blush, are going to really just make everything look really seamless and much more softer under skin. So for blush, I'm going to use the shade Seductive today. This is one of my favorite blush colors because, again, it's one of those really just soft colors that doesn't accentuate your whole like cheek structure so much that you're like, whoa, nice blush. But it's very soft and pretty on your skin. Just like that. Okay, so again, that was the shade Seductive in the blush, one of my faves. And then I'm going to go in with the Touch of the Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And we're going to pop this on the bridge and tip of the nose. And this is going to be, you like that, birdie or beardy? This is going to be that like glowy, dewy look. Like I said, we are going to do that glow look. So this is how I love to achieve that, because I have oily skin. So if I use like a BB cream with the rose water and got that dewy look, I would look like a sweaty mess in an hour. So this is a way to kind of cheat. Fake it till you make it. So this is a cool product because it gives you that glowy dewiness without making you feel oily. So again, that was a Touch of Mode Luminizer, and I used it in the shade Pearly. All right, so face is done. Now we're going to go ahead and go in with the brow pencil in the shade Medium. For the brush, for the pressed powder, message me and I will send you the link to that. And an easy way to message me is if you tap on my face, a little description window will pop down and you can click on my name, Rhea Hope. Once you click on my name, it will take you to my Facebook page. And then you can see an option to be able to message me that way, so you can check that out. I also linked the full product list right here, all of the colors, all of the products, all the tools I'm using, minus the one brush. Oh, the luminizer brush. That one is from Sephora. It's called a Sephora, it's a Pro Highlight 98. I just like the size of it, honestly. But I also have one from e.l.f. that I really liked. I don't feel like the highlight part really matters what kind of brush you use. And then for my blush, I used the setting powder brush by Unique. And then my contour, we did the tapered blusher brush. Okay. So now for brows, I'm going to just kind of give my brows some shape. Go to the arch, go throughout the tail, and then kind of color in. Just like so. And this is just going to give that kind of lifted eye look to, thank you. It gives you that really nice, like, almost like a little eye lift. So again, tear duct straight up is where you kind of know where to cap off the brow or to etch that little line. And then once you have that, I'm going to take it from the top of the corner to the arch. And then same thing down here to the arch and then throughout the tail. And then I'll just kind of go over where I want it to look a little bit darker. The trick with the brow pencil is how heavy of a hand you're pushing. If you're pushing super, super hard, it's going to look more stamped on and not as natural. So it just depends on what your preference is with your eyebrows. I like them looking a little bit more bold, but if that's not you, then you will just use a lighter hand. Another trick too is you can always go in with the spoolie side and then kind of comb through, and this will lessen the amount and kind of like help again with that natural quote unquote look. So lots of different tricks as far as how to get that like natural looking eyebrow, but it really just elevates your whole frame of your face, and it does a lot for just your overall structure. Okay, so now for eyeliner, we're gonna go with the eyeliner in the shade Perfect. This is my favorite eyeliner because it actually stays put. It is perfect because it's creamy, doesn't give you raccoon eyes or build up at the end of the day. It is so good. A trick too, fun fact, if you have smaller eyes or like more hooded eyes or wear glasses, using a color like this, the Pristine, which is just the white, this will really brighten up your eye area as well. So again, another little trick if you're wanting to like really brighten that area up. Okay, so now for eyes, we're gonna do kind of an easier eye look. Let me get my brush shoes. Will you do another tutorial and all the ones? Will you do another tutorial and all the ones that I want to follow? I'm not sure I know what you mean, but Marissa, actually, if you go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then you click on looks and you type in Rhea Hope, all one word, there's actually all of the makeup looks I've ever done, and there's lots of different kinds. Whether you want something more natural, more like less is more kind of deal, or if you want that full glam, if you want the smoky eye. Honestly, I've been at this for 5 years, so you name it, I've done it. Kind of. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my eyes, and we're going to just start off with this color Upbeat, and I'm actually going to kind of mix it with this color Profound. So I'm going to kind of mix those two colors together to create kind of like an orangey, like a burnt orange. And I'm just going to very light-handedly swirl in this outside crease area and move upward towards the brow bone. Just like this. And this is the Addiction Palette 8. If you haven't checked out this palette yet, my goodness, I use it every single day. You can literally achieve any eye look that you're ever wanting with this one. It's so, so pretty. The colors are very easy to blend. It's just one of those palettes that's just made for everybody. It's so good. And again, it's called the Addiction Palette 8. If you haven't grabbed it yet, I use it almost every day. I did a purple eye look, or I did a green eye look the other day. Have I done blue? I don't think I've done blue. Blue eyeshadow. The purple eyeshadow reminds me of Drew, what was that? Drew Carey show? Mimi? I could do a Mimi look. But I could do a purple one for you guys soon. That's an odd deal. Okay, so we just kind of like blended that out into the crease because I just want it to be really soft, but I still want it to create a little bit of depth there before we go in. Yes, exactly, Coco. I mean, will you do it live and pick the eye look and whoever wants to follow? Oh, like have you vote? Yeah, I could do that soon. Okay, so now I'm going to do the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Giggly. And this is just a very gorgeous sheer lighter pink. And this is really, really pretty because it really illuminates the eye area without overpowering it. So if you feel like you are wanting a eyeshadow color that just is very soft and subtle on your eyes, but it draws the attention to the eyes in a really pretty, flattering way, this color is for you. It's so, so pretty. Again, it's a shade Giggly, and just like that. Just pop it on. It's so easy. You can do purple without going all Mimi. I don't know if I can. I just don't know. Alright, so we're going to pop on Giggly on this eye, and again, work this into the upper lid area. What I love about the liquid eyeshadows is they don't crease and they don't move. They stay right where you put them, so if you struggle with your eyeshadow coming off altogether or fading throughout the day, or say you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, these liquid eyeshadows are the best for that. I'm going to add a little bit more so it's completely buildable if you're wanting it to look a little bit darker. I'm just going to kind of focus my efforts on the center of my eye. And I'm taking the cream shadow brush and I'm just like dabbing at this, which will be the perfect way to blend it out. So easy to use. Okay, so cream brush. And again, just kind of tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Helps if you make the noise. Tap, 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 tap. And that easily blends it out, just like that. So very soft. I feel like it's very pretty. Very easy on the eyes. All right, I'm going to take the Brow Artist brush and I'm going to take the shade Profound on the liner side. Or I'm sorry, the angled side. And I'm just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line. And this will just kind of give it more of a cohesive finish look. This is also a really easy trick for you too if you're not a huge eyeliner fan, but you still want that smokiness. It's a perfect way to do that without having to worry about any smudging or smearing or anything like that. So we're going to drag this along the lower lash line. And again, I'm using the Brow Artist brush for this. Okay. All right, so eyes are done. I'm going to set my makeup and then we'll do our lips. And it's so dang important to make sure that you are setting your makeup because this is going to add moisture into the foundation, which helps it to expand. Looks much more softer and more natural on your skin. Also helps to prevent transferring and also adds moisture too. So if you have a lot of dryness or dry patches or dry areas on your skin, another really great product for that. Yes, palette 6 is also really pretty. I feel like I gravitate more for the palette 8 because of the shade Profound that's in it. It's like that really pretty brick red. This guy right here. I feel like that's why I gravitate towards this one the most because I feel like it just looks so pretty like in the crease. What good eyeliner would you suggest for the inner eye? The eyeliners that we have are the best. Like those are my favorite. That's what I use on my waterline. And I use the shade Perfect, which is the black, and then there's also the shade Pristine, which is the white, and then there's also the color Proper, which is a brown. So it kind of just depends what you want out of your eyeliner, like what color. Yeah, like Fervent, yeah, but like more warm, not as like red. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes. So Lash Primer first. Go from the base of the lash all the way up, and this is going to give you all that length to your lashes. So if you are struggling with getting your lashes to reach for the stars, definitely start off with your Lash Primer first. This can be used with any mascara, and just like it says, it's a crime not to prime, the same goes for your eyelashes, so make sure you're doing that. And then we're going to go ahead and go in with the Twisted mascara, and this mascara I have not stopped raving about since I got it a few months ago. This is so good at 1, giving you the best length and volume. 2, it has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so actually is helping your lashes grow while you're wearing it. So good. I know, I always usually take like a little makeup remover sponge thing to remove any makeup that got in my hair. Okay, so now over here, same thing, base of the lash all the way up. On both sides. And I love just how like intentional these little bristles are, so it gives you really nice separation of your eyelashes. Okay, now I'm going to take the smaller wand. Yes, it is dual wand. And this is my favorite for getting those really hard to reach eyelashes. The other part that I love about this mascara, if you've been following me for any amount of time, I actually didn't used to put any mascara on the bottom lash line because it would smudge and smear no matter what I use. This is the first mascara I've ever been able to use that actually stays put. It stays on my lashes and doesn't give me like raccoon eyes or those little dots on my under eye, which is like so infuriating to me. I'm like, I just worked so hard to get my under eyes looking great. So highly recommend to make sure you get the Twisted Mascara. So, so good. Okay, so now for lips. We're going to do a kind of fun lip look. I've never done this one before, so hopefully it looks good. We're going to go in first with this lip liner. Yes, my lashes are totally natural. They're all mine. I use the Esteem Lash Serum. It's underneath lashes. It's only $24. I use it every single night before bed. Okay, so line my lips. Okay, once the lips are lined, now I'm going to go in with the shade Minted first, which is a really pretty pastel. No, I don't have, I've only gotten a lash lift once, and that was like 3 years ago. I didn't really like it. Okay. So Minted on first. Blend that out a little. Okay. And now I'm going to top it with Uppity. All right. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and one last thing is I'm going to do the shade Quick Getaway. Right on top. This is the kicker. So pretty. I love these lip butters because they have, again, shea butter in them, so they're super, super hydrating. They're kind of like a cross between a chapstick and a lip gloss without the stickiness, which is super, super great. So there is the lip look. Again, we did the shades Minted, Uppity, and Quick Getaway for this lip look. So dang pretty. I love like a good, like natural, neutral, looks good on everybody, just super soft. And I love that with these colors, you can kind of play around with like how they layer. So they look, you can kind of create 2 or 3 different looks with 2 lipsticks. So you could use it by itself, put this one first or this one first, and create all these different fun lip looks. And then the lip butters are all back in stock, and these will be under lip care on my website. And then the lipsticks obviously will be under lipsticks. And everything will be available on RheaHopeBeauty.com. So if you guys have any questions, you need to be color matched, just comment color match in the comments. Please just private message me if you guys need anything else. If you tap on my face, a description window will pop down and you click on my name. That will take you to my Facebook page, and that's a perfect way to message me here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little tutorial. I will see you guys over on Instagram for the rest of the day. So if you're wanting outfit details on my overalls or watch band or anything like that, I'll be on Instagram to do all of that. I also did give you guys like a little mini outside pool tour on my stories yesterday. So if you missed it, make sure to go to Instagram which if you search Rhea Hope, that's how you can find me there. And then you click on the profile picture and the stories will begin to play. So make sure to head over there next, and I'll see you guys over there. Bye.